Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, non-binary peoples. This is Bronson's By Any Means Necessary Fantasy Baseball Talk for Thursday, July 21st. I'm not feeling too hot today. I think I'm getting a little sick. I haven't felt great. I haven't felt 100% really all week. Been sleeping a lot. Got a cough, earache, shoulders hurting. I'm still just tired all the time. I don't know what's going on, but I do need to get out and make some money today because yesterday was a really rough day for Uber Eats. A lot of just bad orders. It was just orders that were like 20 miles for like $8. No thank you. Like really small ones for like a mile and a half for $3.50. It's pretty much all I was getting, so I didn't make much money. So far I only got $150 through 3 days, which is not great. I usually don't work too much on Mondays and Tuesdays. I usually pick up slack, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sundays. Been hanging out with one of my friends from Roseburg. He's up here for like 6 weeks doing some schooling for FedEx because he's going to be a FedEx driver. His training is here in Portland. So we've been last 2 nights we've been out for drinks and stuff. It's nice to have a social life. That's why I'm glad that I have the job I have now, because I'm not freaking exhausted all the time, and I can make my own hours. So if I want to go out, I can do that. Yeah, I thought I had a place lined up finally for my move, but I haven't heard from the guy in 2 days. I think he got a little offended because I didn't necessarily trust him. I asked him, to give me like a video tour of the house, and he said he'd do that yesterday after work, and he didn't reply to me. So I don't, maybe it was too good to be true. It was a $450 room plus utilities for about $150 a month, so $600. So that's less than I pay here to move somewhere else. I'm really hoping I can get something lined up in the next couple of weeks, because my landlord wants a 30-day notice, and I'd like to move, around Labor Day weekend, because it's a 3-day weekend, so I can get some people to kind of help me. Someone maybe drive the moving truck down there for me, because I don't know if I want to do that, because I'll take my car, and I'd rather not tow my car, because I don't want to drive a big truck and tow a car. I've never done that before. I'm not really looking forward to it. I would be very anxious to do that. Also booked my next trip. Feels like it's been a long time since I traveled. I'm not counting Seattle. Seattle doesn't count, but Alaska was last month. It's been about 6 weeks, and this next one will be, so it'll be like 2 months between trips. And then after that, focus on my move, and then figure out which Vikings game I want to go to in Minnesota this year. And because it'll be August. The season starts in September. There's quite a few games I want to go to. I want to go to a game in Minnesota specifically. That's on my bucket list. It's on top of my list for things to do this year. I want to get that done. And then I kind of want to go to the All-Star game in Seattle next year, baseball All-Star game. That's probably going to be too expensive, and I'm probably not going to be here in the area, so it'll be more expensive to get up there. But really looking forward to my friend from Florida coming to visit for about a month. Actually, I think it'll be longer than a month, but he's getting in town on Saturday. And I had no video on Monday, as you probably noticed, because it was the All-Star break. There was nothing going on. But Julio Rodriguez, what a showing at the Home Run Derby. Man, it's just, the future looks promising for him and the Mariners. I feel like the All-Star break is really going to cool us off, though. We had a 14-game winning streak. It's been about a week now. No, they played on Sunday. So I really think they're gonna cool down. I think Julio is gonna probably struggle and have a bit of a slump because a lot of these young guys, after they go to the home run derby and have success, they start trying to pull everything, and so I think he's gonna struggle for a couple of weeks. Hopefully the Mariners don't struggle too much, but again, I have no faith in Scott Service and Jerry DiPoto or this ownership or any of this team. So I'm just waiting for the collapse that inevitably always comes for the Mariners. And I hate to talk like that. I hate to be so jaded and negative, but I mean, when you're a fan of the teams that I'm a fan of, and you've had the misfortunes I've had in my life, it just compounds. I really try to stay positive, but I'm also a realist. I'm a realistic person, so it's quite a dichotomy. What else was I gonna say? I don't have a whole lot to say. There's not a whole lot of baseball information to put out there either, because a lot of teams haven't announced their rotation for the weekend, so I don't have a whole lot of streaming options for you at this point, and I don't really want to wait to film this because I anticipate being out driving for the rest of the night after I film this and upload it. I did discover that after like 9 p.m. you can make a little bit more money. So from 9 to midnight, I've been driving around that time for a couple of days, and it's been okay. But I don't really want to be out that late all the time because I have to get up at 4 in the morning for work. But the way I've been doing is I've been coming home at like midnight, sleeping from like 12:30 to 4, taking a little nap, and then I go to work for a couple hours, come back to sleep for another 3 or 4 hours, and it's kind of I'm kind of losing my mornings doing that, but I gotta make money, so. All right, well, let's get to it. The 3 hitters for you, the 3 steaming hitters to consider adding this week. I got two my Seattle Mariners and then 1 Texas Ranger. So it's an AL West affair this week. Leody Taveras, the outfielder for the Rangers, he's kind of struggled a bit since getting called up a couple of years ago, but he seems to have maybe turned the corner. He's been hitting really well pre-All-Star break, so he's someone to get. Cal Raleigh, the catcher. He's like 3rd in the major leagues in home runs by catcher. Looks like the Mariners found themselves another Mike Zunino. Mike Zunino couldn't do anything but hit home runs. He barely got on base. His average was hovering around 200 his whole entire career. Cal Raleigh kind of doing the same thing, but there's still hope for Cal Raleigh. He's still young enough, and the Mariners are actually good, and he does play every day at this point. So if you need some catching help, Cal Raleigh's to consider. And Kyle Lewis finally coming back from his concussion that he had like 2 months ago. I'm just concerned because especially given how young he is and how fit and all that stuff, he should have been able to recover from that concussion a lot sooner. So it makes me kind of wonder, is he really okay if it's taking him this long to recover from a concussion? So I worry about him moving forward. I mean, you already kind of worried about him. He's so injury prone. But the talent is undeniable. He should be an everyday player as soon as he gets back on the field, which I think is going to be tomorrow, Friday. He's supposed to come back off the disabled list. He'll be playing right field, most likely, because the guys the Mariners have been rotating out there lately are not good. Dylan Moore is not good. And then Sam Haggerty. Haggerty's been okay, but I think Haggerty's kind of, he's not an everyday guy. That's someone you want out there every day. And Dylan Moore, he's just not good. It's time to. Dylan Moore needs to be somewhere else or riding the bench. Pitchers, I do have 3 streamers for you on Friday, 1 on Saturday, nobody on Sunday because, again, most teams, I think there's only like 1 or 2 teams that have announced their rotation for Sunday. So I apologize for not having that information for you. But Friday, streamers to consider: Justin Steele of the Cubs at the Phillies. Justin Steele is quietly having a pretty good year. His ERA is under 3. His whip is about 1.25, and the Phillies are really bad against lefties, and Justin Steele is a lefty, so that could be a really good matchup for him. Braxton Garrett of the Marlins against the Pirates. He's having a phenomenal stretch of games lately, and the Pirates are definitely not a team that we should be worried about, especially since his last outing against the Pirates, which was his last start. He had 11 strikeouts. No reason to think that he won't be just as successful tomorrow. And then Cole Irvin of Oakland versus the Rangers. Cole Irvin could be a guy who could be traded here at the deadline. I think Oakland's going to have a fire sale. A lot of guys, anybody of value on their team is going to be gone. And so Cole Irvin's going to want to put his best foot forward, go out there and pitch, and try to sell himself to other teams, to contenders. I really think, like I've been saying all year, Cole Irvin would be a great pitcher on a better team. And then Saturday, young Max Meyer of the Marlins is going to start. I know he's definitely struggled out of the bullpen. I don't think he started yet. I think he's been pitching out of the bullpen. Hasn't looked great, but I trust Max Meyer's talent. He has one of the best pitches in all of baseball. And he'll be facing the Pirates, who, again, same with Braxton Garrett on Friday, are not very good. There's nothing to be concerned about with Pittsburgh against Max Meyer. So I'm trusting the talent of Max Meyer in that matchup. I guess that's all I had to say. I don't know. I feel like I should say more. It's been like a week since I did a video, but it's just, I'm not feeling great, and it's not much to talk about. Not much information out there. Congrats to Juan Soto for winning the home run derby. I'm curious to see what the Nationals do with him, because he's rejected a shit ton of money from them. Curious to see where he goes. I know Seattle can offer a heck of a package. I'd love to see Juan Soto out here in Seattle, but again, Mariners ownership doesn't have the balls to go get a guy like Juan Soto, so it's not going to happen, but I can dream. He's probably going to end up with the freaking Dodgers or the Red Sox, or maybe the Yankees, even though I really don't. The Yankees are already having trouble re-signing Aaron Judge, and Juan Soto's going to want more money than that. So I don't see the Yankees as a possibility. The Mets are intriguing, but again, they're in the same division as the Nationals, so I don't see that happening. The Cardinals, I know, could offer a good package. It'd be interesting to see Juan Soto in St. Louis. But yeah, obviously, I would love to see him out here in Seattle. Toronto, I think, also is another team that is a dark horse to land Juan Soto. It's looking more and more unlikely that he stays with the Nationals past the trade deadline. So the Juan Soto sweepstakes should be fun. Should be fun time to watch. So peace, love, and nacho fries. Good luck. Best wishes. Namaste. Stay blessed. Hopefully I feel better. Hopefully I get out there and work. Start making some money. Maybe I'll feel a little better. I think I need some. I just took a cough drop that didn't really seem to help. Some sinus. I could take some sinus medicine. I probably could use some more caffeine today. I haven't had enough of that. But yeah. All right. I'm ending this now. Bye bye.